scriptural wilderness setting is about developing us from the place where we ask the question, what about me? To making the declaration, man, I'm just glad to be here. Hi, this is Barry Phillips of 10-Minute Torah, day 1 of Naso, and it means to elevate. We're talking about elevating the head or taking a census, raising up the individual that they may be counted. This wilderness setting that Israel finds themselves in for an extended and long period of time, as it will turn out, is all about the transformation of a people. Now let's think about this just for a moment. The wilderness is said to be barren, filled with serpents and scorpions. It's a place where water is not readily available unless there was the miraculous supply from Mount Sinai. Bread is on the ground, otherwise the people would have exhausted their herds in order to survive and just simply live. So Yah is taking care of them. But in the midst of this wilderness setting, there is a transformation taking place of the people themselves, who are being elevated from an existence as mere slaves and doing whatever they're told and hoping they survive until tomorrow, to becoming a functioning nation with guidelines and societal rules and laws, righteous decrees. A kingly prophet, Moshe, is hearing verbatim the very word of Elohim and then verbatim turning and relating that word to Israel. So through Moshe, they are hearing exact words from their own creator, the one who is sustaining them on a daily basis. Yah has situated his own house right in the middle of their existence and in their camp. The glory of the Most High is seen on a daily basis. They have an opportunity to worship, and their worship is more than just a fulfillment of a passion and desire on their part. There's something else that is taking place. All of these things combined, as they have learned to camp together, as they have learned to function together, there's been the elevation of the priesthood. They're hearing the word of Yah. They are organized. They're no longer a motley crew of millions just trying to survive in the wilderness. They are a living, functioning society transformed into a nation in the middle of nowhere. What else is taking place is that through all of this process, not only are they being raised up, the wilderness itself is being elevated. The environment that they are in is no longer a desolate place where you only go to die, but it has become a proving ground where a nation learns to live. And the most desperate of locations and the most barren nowhere place on the earth. And places you would think it's impossible. There's no way. I'm just an isolated island out here and I'm just trying to get through to the next day. Be aware that Yah is seeking, perhaps through your obedience, through your focus on Him, through your faithfulness, to elevate not only you yourself, but also the environment that is around you. There is this concept and principle that where a Sadiq, one who is righteous in an elevated fashion, where they live, they have a sense of protecting that particular location. I'll give you a quick example. Lot, the nephew of Abraham, Abraham had prayed if there are, down to 10 righteous people, 10 righteous people could have saved Sodom and Gomorrah, the cities of the plain. They were not found. There was only one. One righteous person was not enough to save the cities. And so the righteous person was delivered. Now, he didn't turn out such righteously in his aftermath, but nonetheless, where you're at has a sense of protection if you are indeed a righteous person. Think about that. Now, we come down to Numbers chapter 4, and beginning in verse number 21, it reads, Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, Take a census also of the sons of Gershon by their father's house, by their father's clans. Register them from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, all who enter to perform the service, to do the service in the tent of appointment. This is the service of the clans of the Gershonites, in serving and bearing burdens, and they shall bear the curtains of the dwelling place and the tent of appointment, with its coverings, the coverings of fine leather that is on it, the covering for the door of the tent of appointment, screens of the courtyard, covering of the door of the gate of the courtyard, which is around the dwelling place, and the slaughter place, their cords, all the equipment for their service, and all that is made for them, so shall they serve. Gershon is born first, but listed second. Of the three brothers, Kohath, Gershon, Merari, Gershon is the oldest, and yet he is considered here an also ran. Kohath is previously assigned the carrying of the furniture, which is a more elevated person. His name is assembly, or to ally oneself. He is chosen first, but he was born second. He's the star child, perhaps. But Yah says he is uniquely qualified and designed to carry the furniture of Yahweh's house. Gershon, on the other hand, his name means exile. Again, born first, he's listed second, and perhaps at this time he could, in most legitimate minds, be given into jealousy and resentment that he's overlooked. I should have been the one to carry the furniture. Kohath always gets the best jobs. Look at me. I'm just relegated to second-hand duty around here. But Yah saw something in the Gershonites that said they are most qualified and uniquely designed, properly situated to carry the tapestries and the veils and the curtains and the coverings that are placed over top of the altar. That's their job. If we were to continue to read about Merari, poor old Merari, his name is rooted in the idea of bitterness. He's born last, he's listed last, he's chosen last, he's assigned last. I'm last. I'm always the last in line. No one ever gives me first choice. I'm just a run of the litter. I know. Just tell me what I got to do and I'll do it. Never getting to go first, but he is deemed to be strong and powerful enough to lift up the heavy objects of the boards and the sockets and the pillars and the metal bars. Poor Merari, doing the grunt work. It's hard work. Nevertheless, Yah looks at Merari and the Merarites, if I can say that, and says, you're uniquely qualified. This is the best job for you. This is what I want you to do. Do it for me. And so when we put the idea of their names together, assembly, exiles, bitter, these Levites, they are an assembly of bitter exiles. But they carry the glory. Life is full of its bitter disappointments. We've all experienced them. Those situations that just gnaw at us and rub us raw and get under our skin. And stuff we tried to push down, but it just keeps rising up to the top. Well, in the counting of the Omer, that's what's supposed to happen. Our stuff comes to the surface. Yah is saying to us, you may be an assembly of bitter exiles, but if you will be faithful, if you will walk in my calling and in obedience to me, you will carry the glory and you will transform this barren, desolate environment in which you dwell. Do your job, do it with all your might as unto the Most High, and watch the glory show up. And I hope to see you show up tomorrow. Until then, Shabbat.